This is the performance for the permanent napkin. I have a little napkin, or I could use a tissue paper just like this. And I'm going to tear this up into pieces just like that. So we have one torn up piece of paper. In my pocket, I have a quarter. If I take the quarter, I wave it over the napkin like this. It is completely put back together, and that is the performance for the permanent napkin. This is the explanation for the permanent napkin. For this, we're actually going to be using two pieces of paper. This could be napkins, paper napkins, they could be paper towels, they could be tissue paper, whatever you have around the house is going to be perfect for this. I'm using tissue paper for this. One of them is the secret tissue paper. I'm going to crumble this up into a little ball just like this. And I'm going to hide it in my hand, in my fingers, like this. This is called a finger palm. You're just palming it in your fingers like this. If you keep your hand natural like this, nobody will even notice that you're hiding a piece of paper in your hand. You then take your napkin or your tissue paper, your paper towel, you're going to tear this into pieces. You'll tear it into pieces. And then you're going to crumple this up into a little ball. So you're going to crumple it up into a little ball. I still have my whole piece over here, but I'm going to crumple this up into a little ball. And then I'm going to put these two pieces together. These ones are torn. This is the whole one. I'm going to put them together like this, and I'm going to turn it over so that way I can show it as one ball. And my hands are completely empty. But this looks like it's one ball, even though we know that it's two. Since I turned it over, the torn pieces are now on the bottom, and the regular piece is now on top. So what I want to do now is I want to transfer the whole piece to my left hand, retaining the bottom piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll this down and curl my fingers around the torn pieces and place that into my left hand. So from the front, it looks like this. It looks like one piece, and I pass that to my left hand, retaining those torn pieces. I'm going to go into my pocket to grab my quarter. So I go into my pocket to grab the quarter, and I leave the pieces behind. And then I wave the quarter to show that this napkin is now completely restored. So what you are seeing when I grab that quarter from my pocket, that is called misdirection, right? So I'm misdirecting people over here, but I'm going there for a reason to grab this quarter, but it gives me a reason to be able to ditch those torn pieces so that nobody suspects anything. And now I can show that this piece is completely restored, and that is the explanation for the permanent napkin.